Welcome back. Today, we're diving into two powerful tools for managing projects effectively: PERT and CPM. If you've ever wondered how complex projects are planned, scheduled, and completed, these methods are your go-to. Whether you're managing a small project or a massive undertaking, understanding PERT and CPM can be a game changer. Let's start with the basics. PERT stands for Program Evaluation and Review Technique, and CPM stands for Critical Path Method. Both methods are used to plan, schedule, and control project tasks, but have a few differences in approach. PERT focuses on time and is often used for projects with uncertain timelines, where activities may not have fixed durations. It's widely applied in research and development projects or anything with more unknown factors. On the other hand, CPM is more suitable for projects with predictable tasks and fixed time estimates, like construction projects. CPM is all about identifying the most efficient path to complete a project on time. In project management, PERT and CPM are essential tools for planning and scheduling. PERT, or Program Evaluation and Review Technique, focuses on the time needed to complete each task, making it perfect for projects with uncertain timelines. Imagine organizing a community festival. You'd identify tasks like booking vendors, securing permits, and promoting the event. Each task has a time estimate, and PERT helps visualize the project's timeline, highlighting critical paths and potential delays. On the other hand, CPM, or Critical Path Method, is all about efficiency. Let's say you're building a new playground. You'd list tasks like site preparation, equipment installation, and landscaping. CPM identifies the longest sequence of dependent tasks, ensuring you allocate resources effectively and meet deadlines. By using both PERT and CPM, you can manage your projects with precision, adapt to changes, and deliver successful outcomes. Now, let's break down how these methods work step by step. First, make a list of all activities required to complete the project. Think of these as the building blocks. Each task must be defined so you know what's necessary to achieve your end goal. Next, arrange activities in order. Determine dependencies, or what tasks need to happen before others. For example, in a construction project, the foundation must be laid before walls can go up. For PERT, we use 3 time estimates for each activity: the optimistic time, pessimistic time, and most likely time. These estimates help calculate an average time for each task, allowing for some flexibility and providing a more realistic timeline. In CPM, we focus on identifying the critical path, or the sequence of tasks that directly impact the project's completion date. Delaying any task on this path will delay the entire project. This path is what keeps your project on track and tells you the absolute minimum time needed for completion. Next, create a network diagram with nodes representing tasks and arrows indicating dependencies. In PERT, each task is associated with estimated times, while in CPM, tasks have fixed durations. To ensure realistic scheduling, we might add leads and lags to the project timeline. A lead is when a task starts before the preceding one finishes, and a lag is a delay between tasks. These adjustments help keep the schedule practical. Finally, PERT and CPM require ongoing monitoring to adjust for delays or early completions. By constantly reviewing the critical path, project managers can respond to issues before they impact the end date. While they share similar processes, PERT and CPM suit different project needs. Use PERT for projects where time estimates are uncertain, especially if it's a new type of project or in R&D. This technique is flexible and useful for identifying the average completion time. Choose CPM for projects with known fixed activities, like construction or manufacturing. With CPM, you can focus on optimizing resources and managing time more strictly. Let's walk through an example to bring it all together. Imagine we're managing a project to launch a new product. The tasks include market research, product design, prototyping, testing, and final production. Using PERT, we would estimate time ranges for each of these tasks to account for possible delays, especially in unpredictable areas like prototyping or testing. For CPM, we'd map out the critical path to identify essential tasks, like the dependencies between design, prototyping, and testing. Any delay in these will impact our overall schedule, so they're marked as critical tasks to closely monitor. By using these methods, project managers gain clearer control over timelines and resource allocation. PERT is ideal for anticipating and managing uncertainties, while CPM is powerful for resource efficiency and tracking key tasks. Mastering PERT and CPM is essential for any project manager or anyone managing complex tasks. With these tools, you'll make more accurate project plans, prepare for uncertainties, and ultimately deliver successful outcomes. If you enjoyed this deep dive into project management techniques, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned for more insights on effective project management strategies.